Okay, Jani, welcome.
Thank
waiting
you
for this.
Thank you, Bobby.
So this is a Canuck and a Finn. This is playoff prediction episode. I was hoping that we would have Saipa in this board back here, but it didn't work out for them, obviously. So you're a big Kärpät fan, as you can see. Tell me a little bit about yourself, what you do for a living.
I work in the Finnish broadcasting company, Yleisradio, in radio station Yle Puhe.
Yeah.
I'm an executive producer there. So, I ran the channel and the stuff, but not doing much broadcasting anymore.
Okay, but you used to be doing
Yeah,
I used. Well, you have the voice for it. That's for sure.
Okay, thanks, man. But I work there, and we air all the ice hockey games in the radio.
Yeah, that's right.
Nationwide.
Yeah. So, interesting fact is we're actually related.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true.
My great-grandmother is your great-aunt.
Yeah.
And a couple summers ago, because my mom is very into family history, and my great-grandmother moved to Canada in the 1920s after the Civil War. It was a White and Red War. And so my mom had been researching family and everything, so she just wandered during Juhannus. She had some information, and she just wandered onto your property. Isn't that correct?
Well,
kind of.
Well, kind of. I just got a message from the where my father's home farm is. We were on way there by a train, and my brother's wife they live there up north. Put me a message that there's someone looking
for you.
That just gave me the picture of our home farm.
Yeah.
And do you know where it is? And
right.
And then I got we got all the contacts to your mom, and she came and dropped by and see the family lands.
And you had pictures and all this kind of interesting things. And
yeah, because it's an old building. The oldest building there is a sauna, which is from somewhere in the middle of the 19th century.
And that's where my great-grandmother was living at the time.
Yeah,
was the property that my mom went and found.
Yeah, my grandfather obviously was his brother, and and we knew the
it's a small world, and you also know we know the same people also. It's pretty interesting how small Finland can be.
Yeah, it is.
So that's just so obviously that helps for me to get you on here also, and also because you're a big Kärpät fan.
Yeah, I'm easy to get everywhere when we talk about ice hockey.
So talk about this season with Kärpät, 8 losses only.
Yeah, 8 losses.
A lot of good young players that are there.
Yeah.
Even with you lose good players every year, but then they just end up coming with your development. I mean, what's happening in Oulu that it's just they're unbeatable.
Yeah, but it was like that before Kärpät played in SM-Liiga, in the first league.
Right.
Because we had this our long trip in the wilderness, as we call it, from 89 to 2000. We were.
Oh, you were moving up when the
we
league
were
was
in
open.
the minor. When the league was open, we were in the minor leagues.
Okay.
At the second division, and
right.
it's worst when they got bankruptcy and everything. And but at the same time, they had really good a junior program.
Right.
There, I remember in the 90s there were the final series again with TPS and Jokerit.
Right.
And they were comparing the players, like their own players, players from abroad, and Oulu-born players. Okay. They had their in the newspaper there were so many Oulu-born players played there, like Jani, Nima, and lots of players.
Yeah.
So, but nowadays I don't know. This season's been so unbelievable. It's hard not. I don't want to be arrogant, but it's like. So, but it's if your longest, you got only one losing streak, and it's 2 games in a whole season.
Hey, but one of those eight losses was against Saipa, but that's okay. It's not like it doesn't show for it now. But it was a 1-0 loss in the beginning of the season. Yeah. But that's the thing is any game that you beat Kärpät, everyone's just like, all right, we can we're good at this. But does it get boring this is a dumb question, I know, but from my point of view as a fan, it's boring that they're like the Yankees to me. Ever since
yeah,
I moved
I
to
know.
Finland, because I wasn't here in the days that
Yeah.
they were having a hard time. But I mean, for me, it's like I'm always kind of rooting against them because, you don't want the Yankees to win.
Yeah.
So I don't want Kärpät to keep winning. I don't want to see them in the finals again. But
Yeah, I know. I can understand
But as
that.
a fan, it just must be that you're just ready. You're just happy to dominate.
Yeah. Because of course, always you want to be in the underdog side.
Yeah.
But and early 2000 when Kärpät got back in league, and of course the league welcomed in big time, because there was no team from Northern Finland.
Right.
But and at the time everybody, that's where is this joke? This like little and team, we all share the sympathy with it, and suddenly when the success came, now everyone hates us.
Yeah, okay. So in the beginning they were like, we're so happy we're back, and
Yeah.
now it's like the total opposite problem.
Of course, we had a hard times in few previous years, like hard times, like when we had I don't know, in early 2010. So I mean, there were a few bad seasons, but nowadays it's amazing.
Yeah.
But having said, even though we are playing in finals, so there's been like against Tappara, there's been like 2 7th game.
That's true.
Overtime
That's
wins,
true.
so it's
very true.
It's never been.
It was
that.
like a couple heartbreaking years for Tappara where
Oh,
they were
yeah.
up, and then Kärpät came back.
I don't feel that
And then-
sorry, but
do you remember
yeah.
when Aho came back from winning like the the World Under 18s, and then
Yeah.
he came to the Game 7 just to play Game 7,
Yeah.
and he scored like a breakaway winner
Yeah.
to win it.
Yeah,
and now
that's
he's a superstar in the NHL. So
Yeah.
you had a lot of these players like Aho and Purijärvi that are playing in
Yeah.
that you develop, like Donskoi was playing there
Yeah.
also. So it's really interesting. Whereas I think a previous interview I had with Jussi Markkinen, he was saying, okay, the development in Saipa, they have it there, but you have to bring in these foreign players to fill those holes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Kärpät doesn't have that
Yeah,
problem, and
that's-
neither does Tappara, it seems, either.
Yeah, and but it's even though everyone mocks now Finnish SM-Liiga because it's they are the best players are going to NHL or KHL.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, now it's a really good place where you can see like the future superstars,
Right.
Like playing there.
Yeah,
like
it doesn't get enough credit for
Yeah.
that, of how many NHL players have come through Liiga lately
Yeah.
and gone to the NHL.
Yeah, think about Puljujärvi has been struggling, but think about Aho.
Yeah.
It was like year before, or Patrick Laine.
Yeah.
Year before they were playing in league.
Yeah.
And next year they were like
Starting.
already superstars in NHL.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, pretty cool. Now let's get on to what's happening. So when this airs, everyone will already have played at Game 1.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
yeah.
So but whatever. That
Yeah.
doesn't affect the
No,
predictions here. So let's start with Kärpät Ilves. So I know Ilves pretty well because Saipa played them in the
Yeah.
Sully playoffs. It was tight. They have an 18-year-old goalie who was just phenomenal in that
Yeah.
series. They have a really good coach in Kari Kivi.
Yeah.
But do they have any chance against Kärpät?
again, I don't want to be arrogant, but
Yeah.
they don't.
Okay.
But
All right.
actually, I just watched how they played during the regular season. They were tight games.
Well, and here's something that I want to add is like if you look at the teams here that are ranked 5, 6, 7, and 8, they've been playing playoff hockey for the past month
Yeah.
at least because those points were so close that it was going. But I think we're both going to agree on this one, so I'm just going to put the Kärpät through. Although it would be nice to see Ilves, but I just don't see it. I don't see it happening.
I totally I support Ilves because it's a shame that we have to, they came in the first real round against Kärpät.
Yeah.
I really like what they're doing there, and it's great that we have something like Tampere when they still have two teams in the same city.
It was just a couple years ago that Tappara was very dominating, and still Ilves took them to a Game 7.
Yeah.
So anything can happen. but
Anything
they just
can
ran
happen.
out of steam.
Yeah,
but I think-
I don't know when things start to go bad in a playoff series. You don't know because
You don't know.
But the Kärpät's worst enemy it's
Themselves.
It's themselves.
Yeah.
Totally.
What was that Luko game where they just inflated on themselves and it went like 5-1 or something?
8-1.
8-1.
Yeah,
and that was
like-
near the end of the season. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So next one we have up is number 4 TPS versus number 5 Hopeko. That's going to be an interesting one. Any idea of what you think will happen?
TPS hasn't been playing so good in late of the season. No, and
Hopeko has been dominated all season.
oh yeah, and
consistently.
it's steady, and they have like I think they have lots of good things happening there. So I think Hopeko.
Man, okay, I thought we were going to go the other way, but here we go. We don't have to write two. We got Hopeko going through, both of us. I hope they go through. They're a small town team. I'm very happy with small town teams. I'm popular with them. Saipa's a small town team, so their season this year has been very surprising for me. I didn't have them in the top 8. But
but I don't know. But TPS has Kaapo Kakko, who's now.
But he's going to be first or second this.
First,
this
because I think the Sportsnet's now ranked him as first.
First, he would be the first. First Liga. No, first Finnish player to be picked number one in the NHL draft.
It's going to happen, but so that's why I'm like hoping that he'll get he get to show much as
but
he
is
can,
really like the heart of that team right now too, which shows you that how he's going to be in the NHL. Okay, Tappara Lukko, number 2 versus 7.
Oh, that's tough. I think Tappara is going to get that because they have like really experienced coach Rautakorpi, and he's been like struggling year after year, but he's always playing in the playoffs, and they have like Tappara has like lots of like old experienced players. So in the long series they will take that. But Lucas been playing pretty good too.
I don't know. This is a tough one for me. I like to see the upsets as always, but I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think it's gonna be Tappara there. It might be going to. I think this could be Game 7 or a Game 6.
Yeah, let's hope so.
That could be it. So it could go either way, but I think Tappara pulls through.
Yeah.
And then Pelicans Hifki probably going to be the most exciting series in the first round.
It is most definitely. Most interesting. Because Pelicans been so good.
So good.
Yeah. I was surprised that they didn't have in the end of season. I was ready to bet on them when they were playing against Kärpät. Like I thought they were much more prepared, but I don't know. It's Ville Nieminen. I think he's
passionate,
and he knows how to win. He's a Stanley Cup winner, and
he was the coach of Pelicans. He was throwing stuff on the ice this year. He was showing, he's yelling all the time. What I love, that's what I love in a coach. So your pick is through that with Hifki, who is also, they have the Helsinki support.
Yeah, and it's
they've been
their
up and down.
home rink is hard place to win, but because Pelicans have the home advantage, so
you're going.
I'm coming Pelicans.
I'm gonna actually pick Hifki on this one.
Okay, but that's I think that's tossing the coin. I don't
exactly.
know. Yeah.
This is gonna be a tight one. That's the most exciting. That's the one I'm gonna watch the most.
Yeah.
Okay, so after this, that means that you would have. This is 5. This is obviously 1. Top of this 2. And then you got, so it would be the Hopeko versus a Pelicans or a Hifki. They're pretty equal. And then, no, I'm sorry. No. Kärpät versus
either
Pelicans.
or Pelicans.
Yeah, that's a 3 and that's a 6.
Oh, now I realize I'm really running for.
You're going
because you get to see the playoff games in your hometown. Because
Kärpät. Sorry, we're
no. I think this is going to happen.
Yeah,
I think the Pelicans is. Pelicans is going to win, but I'm hoping EFK the win because you get to see they're going to go against Kärpät and they're playing here. So as a fan,
I'm just thinking here. Then it would be Kärpät, Hifki.
Yeah. Tappara.
Okay, well, who do you see that's going to the finals? What are your 2 teams that you think will make it? You think it's going to be a repeat?
Yeah, it's going to be the most boring thing. Tappara, Kärpät, because But
okay.
I'm kind of like I think I would love to see Kärpät Pelicans
in the final.
Yeah.
That would be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I would hate it because big rivalry there between.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So we got Kärpät Tappara in the finals. I would like to probably see a Kärpät Hifki final. No, that can't happen. Sorry,
no, that can't happen. Unfortunately.
So then I would like to see. Man, I think it's going to be Kärpät Tappara again.
Yeah,
But maybe a Hopeko Hifki. It could be interesting, but yeah. So okay, well, it's a boring final, but let's see. We can come back and check it how it goes after this first series, and then we can redo it because it's kind of tough to do on that. But yeah, I think Kärpät wins it. 8 losses only in the season.
Yeah, and I think about. And they have home advance
through the whole playoffs.
Do the whole playoffs, and remember
the traveling.
And the 2 times, they won in Game 7. So that much it means to play in.
And Oulu is so far away from most of the other teams, except the Tampere teams. Well, they're still far. So the Kärpät team is so used to the long traveling. That it's difficult in the series with these other teams having to go 1 game home, 1 game away, because it's not 2-2. It's home away, home away, home away, home away. So that's a lot of traveling for those teams. All right. Anything you want to promote or
No. I'm just like pointing out one more point about Kärpät, because what makes me more confident it's about the playoffs are the goalies get in the spotlight.
Okay, yeah.
We've been having like great goalie like Niklas Bäckström, Pekka Rinne. They've been playing in Kärpät. They've been like leading goalies, and then we have like a solid number 1 goalie in the playoffs, and then happened that like the number 1 goalie gets injured. Okay, oh my God, what's going to happen? Okay, but now we have like 2 the best goalies in the league, 1 or 2. Vehviläinen, who, for my opinion, is the best player in the league in this season, and then we have a Rynnes. Both are like over 93% save percentages. So, that makes me more confident. Like we can,
even if you lose
there
one
are no
Gallup.
weak spots in Kärpät right now. So I mean, it's only inside their head.
Yeah,
but,
and I love you to death, and we're family, but I'll be rooting against them every game.
Yeah, I can understand. That makes it more.
It makes it
so
more.
That's why you don't get bored.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But there's surprises I could see in the finals here. Is if TPS makes it through, they're still pretty strong with Kokko. I mean, they're probably gonna win that. But like, I would love to see something else happen with them. But and I have friends that are fans of them. But it's really anything can happen in the first round. So let's see how it goes.
And I think the first 2 games are really decided.
Yeah. And that's today and tomorrow. Today and Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, think about if Ilves can get the first 2 games. So.
Yeah,
what's going to happen? What's going to happen in Kärpät? We should be number 1. And,
exactly.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thanks for coming on.
Hey, thank you, man.
I hope to see you again on here after the playoffs, maybe celebrating a win for Kärpät.
I don't know.
All right. Thanks again, and thanks for tuning in.